How you doing, guys?
Hey, great. Hey.
So my grandpa told me he isn't racist because he watches black porn. And I was like, Grandpa, that doesn't count. You're a porn addict. It's like being like I'm an alcoholic, but I don't like gin. He's a legit porn addict. It actually saved his life. He was diagnosed, he was sent to the hospital because he had severe pain in his testicles. And he was diagnosed with testicular torsion. For the less learned people here, that means blue balls. So, while he was there for his blue balls, they found out that his appendix was about to burst. So it saved his fucking life. And when I heard this, my first thought was, this is absolutely amazing. Because I'm really, really bad at Christmas gifts. Now I know what to get him. Pocket pussy and a subscription. He's old. He's fucking old. Grandma wants nothing to do with it. So does anybody here vape? Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Vapes are pretty much the vibrator of cigarettes. They both make you breathe hard and they're both for pussies. If I get punched for that later, I'll take that as a good sign. Anytime I see somebody solve a Rubik's Cube, I just assume they're autistic. I feel like I'm pretty on point with that. I actually told the autistic guy that, and he was like, fair. Last week, I got a Charlie horse while having an orgasm. It was the most confusing moment of my life. Since then, I've spent time really pondering, getting deep, trying to find something to compare it to. And I think I figured it out. It's like waking up and you see the real life Santa Claus, and then you realize his dick's in your mouth. Sorry. So I don't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore because I became known as hey, you're the guy that fell off the roof last week. Do you know how often you have to fall off a roof to be known as that guy? 12. That's the exact number, 12. But has anybody here gotten so drunk that they hit on their suicide hotline operator? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Just so you know, if you do that, you can't ask for their number. They will not tell you no. Because of the implications. I've been dating a lot lately. I know we got a bunch of married people here, so they won. They're not playing the game anymore, but I've been dating a lot lately. And the other day, a girl told me I have boyfriend dick. Does anybody know what boyfriend dick is? Basically, what boyfriend dick is, as it was explained to me by this very nice young woman, it means that you can take it multiple times a day and not be too sore afterwards. So I'm not talking to her anymore, because that's honestly, what does he say to that? What do you say to that? I also was on a date with a girl, and she told me that I looked like the bastard love child of Joe Burrow and Michael Cera was hate fucked by a case of Coors Light. So she's pregnant now, because that is really clever. And like, that was hot. It was really fucking sexy. And honestly, you want to make my front tail wag? Come with something like that. See, I got a few more new ones I'm working on. Okay, so does anybody here like to travel?
Yeah.
I love to travel and I want to travel, but I'm broke. Absolutely broke. So instead, I just go to IHOP. International House of Pancakes, people. So someone actually today asked me how much someone has to pay me to change my last name to Fart, and the answer was 0. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to jump on the Diddy bandwagon. But if I change my last name to Fart, I'm definitely naming my firstborn child Diddy. So I'm not, as I said, I look like the hate child, bastard love child, case cool, like all that shit. And I don't really understand the whole trans movement. I don't. I feel like I gotta be going through it. But there's one thing about that whole thing that I will forever be grateful for. It's because they made me better at grammar. Now I know what pronouns are. I didn't before. Legitimately, I have a piece of paper that says I'm retarded when it comes to grammar. I had a teacher actually say, all of you are going to do great on the SATs. All of you, except for you. You're not going to do bad. You're not going to do good. And I said, yeah, that's fair. I scored a 5. 5 out of 36. Pretty sure they give you 4 just for your name. Does anybody here do shrooms? Shrooms? Alright, people love drugs. Yay, drugs! Just so you know, I'm a DEA agent, and you're all fucked. I did shrooms one time, and it was one of the worst nights of my life. I, up until that point, had never seen a grown man covered in shit. And now I can say I have. So, here's the story. Basically, my buddy comes over when I'm in high school. He's like, hey, I got some shrooms, you want to give it a shot? I said, absolutely. About 10, 15, 40 minutes later, I don't know, I was fucking drunk. They come to me and they're like, hey, we're out of booze. I say, okay, we'll get so-and-so to go and get some more. And they're like, well, she doesn't want to go because last week she fucked our buyer and he wanted to pee on her, so she doesn't want to talk to him. And I said, that's fair. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either, but, so I go, we do our thing, we come back. I walk over, and I look, I'm like, hey, where's Isaac? The guy who brought the shrimps. And they're like, oh, we put him upstairs in your room. Unbeknownst to me, they decided to put Isaac upstairs, alone, in the dark, while having a bad trip. He lost his fucking mind. I went to go check on him, and our friend Robert had been sleeping up there. So I'm walking upstairs, and I look over, and I see Isaac just squatting over Robert's sleeping face, just going to fucking town on himself. And I didn't know what to do. So I went and got my roommate, and because I didn't know if I was seeing what I was seeing, because shrooms. And I bring her up, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And she says, I know I didn't do the right thing. I know I did. She said, you wouldn't want blue balls, would you? So we went back downstairs. It's not the right thing, and I actually feel bad about it. And I told him later on about this. But about 5 minutes later, Robert comes downstairs, wiping his face off. And I'm like, hey Bob, what's up? And he said, Isaac spit on me, then punched me in the face. Thank you guys. Have a nice night.
Hugo Morales Carr.